Hey everybody, this is Marty McDonald coming to you from my office in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Want to talk to you today a little bit about MLM recruiting, prospecting, being sold to, and just a little bit about how I learned about it. Now you're probably going, "How'd you learn about it?" Probably everybody just came after you all the time. That's how I feel. Whether I'm on Facebook or I'm at a meeting or I'm just out and about, I have this thing on my forehead that says, "Hey, I should be in an MLM." Well, sometimes when you get started out there and you're introduced into that industry, you absolutely feel that way. It's like all of a sudden, you either buy a product or you see something online or a friend or family member starts introducing you to something that's a little bit different. It feels like it's coming at you from all angles. And what's funny is, you can live your entire life up to that point and not really know anything about the pyramid schemes, right? Or anything about the industry. And the next thing you know, the first time you get introduced to it, it's like all over the place. And then it just bleeds into Facebook, online, and everywhere else. And you're kind of just curious about, why does it always feel like people are attacking you? People are doing this or leading you through a process. Well, here's a realization that you should really need if you're in this industry. Number one, the profession of network marketing is about sales. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I mean, if you're in it, you're in a sales function, no matter what. You are sharing information, sharing a product, and marketing a product. But at the end of the day, you need to make sales in order to be somebody that is going to be successful. So let's get that out of the way. It is sales. So the way you start off is, like I said, you first get introduced, or you have a bunch of people that are just hounding you about the opportunity, and it feels, pressure. You feel that pressure a little bit. And, that pressure sometimes is on yourself. Sometimes it's the person that is doing it. They don't know how. And they start to really just come down on you. But what you need to realize is you can learn from that. And once you have that switch, when you're in this profession, things start to change. How they change is, let's say you're at an event and people are pitching you products from stage. Well, listen to what they do. They're on that stage because they're good at it. They're good at it, and hopefully they're at a good event where they're providing value. But watch what they do, how they lead you through a process, how they tell you a story. That's marketing. So that's part one. Okay, so somebody's there and you're learning from there, and that's pretty easy. They're up on stage, you're sitting in the audience, or you're watching from home. So you have that experience. Okay, so you want to learn from that. Open your eyes a little bit and go, all right, I might buy this, so I'm going to watch. Or sit there and go, I still might buy this, but I know so-and-so up on the stage is very successful. I watched his videos online. I bought his books. Let me see how he does this. And what you can start to pull out are different pieces of all those little stories that they start to tell and lead you down that path into something where they're telling you, hey, this has something of value, might be interesting to you. Would you like to pick it up? And ultimately make that sale. So that's live. So you can do it on Facebook too. I know so many times I've been prospected on Facebook poorly. I get that out of the way. There's a lot of hacks out there. Used to drive me absolutely nuts. And I just realized they didn't know what they were doing. And I said, okay, how about this? Let's not do that. Let's not work that way. And that's where we really became a student, started learning everything. Learning from people that I knew were successful, sought them out, bought their products, bought other things that they were talking about, just to see what that process is. Being involved in internet marketing, being involved in social media marketing, I bought a lot of courses, I bought a lot of products just to see what the sales process was. And it really created a shift, because that shift was, oh, I really like that, and it incorporated into my own. That other part was, interacting with somebody. I was recently prospect for a network marketing company about 6 weeks ago. And the thing that stuck out was, this person's really good. Not an opportunity I wanted to be in. Great company. I knew of the company. It's been around, but it's just, it was not what I wanted to do. But they were really good. And I didn't know them. It was essentially a cold call. It was somebody that Facebooked me, got to talking about just common interests, created rapport, and then went into it. But the story was compelling. We were on the phone then. It was just, we had a lot of commonalities. And he told me the story. We went through everything, and hey, I'm glad to have him as a friend now, as somebody that I can talk to. But he hadn't known that I was already involved with the company, and he was reaching out doing prospecting, and the company didn't come up until later on in the process. But I enjoyed the process. I was creating a friend, and also learning about what he was doing and how he was presenting it. It was very professional and very good. And when I basically said no, he did do a little bit as far as coming back at me to just understand why. But at the same time, he did it in a very professional manner. And it was huge. And I actually thought of a few different things and incorporated into my pitch, or whatever you want to call it, for prospecting and doing recruiting in MLM. And, it actually started to work. I learned a little bit. This person is a little bit more successful than I am. It's been around the game a little bit longer, about 10 years. So I learned it. So the whole point of this, I'm going to wrap this video up, is when you're being prospect or you feel like you're being sold to, there's two ways to look at it. Number one, you can just shut down. You completely shut down and you're like, that's it, I'm out, right? That's what a lot of people do because they feel they're being sold to. Secondly, if you're in this and you want to learn, is start paying attention to the good and the bad. The good parts, they're really good. You're in it. You've made that decision that you're in internet marketing, network marketing, whatever the case may be. You're there trying to sell something. But learn the bad stuff and then don't do it. And then the people that are really successful, that is documented, that have integrity, watch them and learn from them. That's how I've done it for the past 5 years. That light switch took a little while to come on. It probably took about 4 years before that to really come on going, I probably should listen to this person because they're a little bit more successful. They're doing some other things that I like, that I felt comfortable with. How can I incorporate that in? So just a quick video. I'll see you on the next one.